Professor Durga Shankar Rath, please come on to the dais. He will be chairing the session, also accompanied by co-chair Dr. Bibhuti Bhushan Sahu, Deputy Librarian IIT Bhubaneswar, please come on to the dais. Also rapporteur Mr. Biswajit Saha, Librarian, Kazi Nazrul University, please come on to the dais. So I request Boisakhi to felicitate our chair, co-chair and rapporteur with a flower bouquet. Nabonita to our co-chair. Dara. Also to Biswajit Saha. I request Jayakumar sir to hand over memento to Professor Durga Shankar Rath. Also Dr. Jadhav, please. To Dr. Bibhuti Bhushan Sahu. I request Dr. Sotaranjan Sahu, please hand over a memento to Mr. Biswajit Saha, Librarian. Please, sir. With a memento. Professor Durga Shankar Rath is an eminent personality in the field, and he has more than 30 years of experience, teaching experience, and well known in this field. So I don't have a dare to introduce Professor. I also introduce Dr. Bibhuti. He is my friend, and also he did PhD from DRTC, and is an excellent person in this field and also contributed a lot in this field. Give a big hands to for Dr. Bibhuti, Professor Durga Shankar Rath, and also Mr. Biswajit Saha is heading the university library. Give a big hands to him. And also he has delivered a lot of talks. Nowadays he is very active. So we are fortunate to have such panelist here, I mean the chair, co-chair and rapporteur here. So now I hand over my responsibility to chair to conduct the session. Sir, please.
See, good morning everybody. As I am interested with this responsibility, consider yourself got this responsibility. Time limit is there, and I will ask, rather request to all the presenters to speak less, to talk more. As less as possible, just raise the interest about your theme, and rest of the discussion outside the hall. Under the air and sun, everybody is there. Let them listen also. So thank you, and expecting your kind cooperation. I would like to request Mr. M. Manivannan and Dr. B. Sutradhar. Sir, any of you are here? No, sir. Then Mr. Bairavanya Lachaya and Mr. Agnes Hajju Barat, you are here. Kindly speak very less, within 5 to 6 minutes. Not more than 5 minutes. Raise the interest about it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Hi all. My topic is the IFLA and UNESCO Public Library Manifesto on Digital Skills and Information Access digital skills for everyone. Oh, okay. So, thanks. And the freedom and prosperity and the development of the society and of individuals as fundamental human values. To attain these fundamental values, the citizens must be informed and equipped by the information and knowledge. That knowledge cannot be restricted. It can be free to use and access. Access, and the information can enable the individuals to act and democratic rights actively participate in communities. And the methodologies that I used in this framing this paper: document analysis, comparative analysis, and literature review. And the objectives of this paper is to understand IFLA UNESCO Public Library Manifesto in the context of digital skills and information access, and to emphasize the importance of digital skills training through public libraries. And the Public Library Manifesto 2022, in what is new in this core document. In mid of 2022, UNESCO and IFLA jointly published these core documents with the principles and recommendations to uplift the public libraries across the globe. And this is in earlier 1994, this is the first manifesto released by the IFLA, and in mid of 2022, the amended public library manifesto was released. The comparison of both public library manifestos, I propose these entities where the updated library manifesto is targeted these new updated, providing opportunities to personal creativity and development, and information access from birth to childhood, and providing services to both in person and remotely through digital technologies, and the traditional and digital in a hybrid way. And preservation of and access at the local indigenous data, knowledge and heritage, and environment which community can take an active role in decision making. Access to scientific knowledge, research and health information, and enabling the participation in scientific progress. After the okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. Thanks, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. After the analysis of the Public Library Manifesto 1994 and 2022, the result is, objective one is the result, the access to information is a democratic right, and the access of information cannot be absence of any technological, commercial and regulatory restrictions. This can be free and unrestricted. And also Public Library Manifesto demonstrates and describes that sets a new goal for the public libraries to develop digital skills and information literacy skills. And here is the point: what are the digital skills? Digital skills is a broader area which can using the mobile phone to machine learning and artificial intelligence. But the marginal communities, what really required for to benefit their lives, what exactly digital skills works in marginal community. According to World Bank, access, use, manage and create digital information and digital tools. These are the digital skills, the definition according to the World Bank. So developing digital skills through public libraries is a challenge, and I have bring some of the literature, existing literature, to address this issue in a possible manner. So there is a literature that in New Zealand, the librarians are very interested to develop digital adaptness for the digital needs of the patrons. And another Uganda-based study also worked on an electronic information and for libraries. This organization, international body, which is help for the public libraries. The study conducted in 27 public libraries with the local communities. They developed digital skills using that project. And also in Canada, the 64% of survey participants report using the public library space for college purpose. So communities that users, patrons or user demands are very different and different from users. So, to develop digital skills in the context of India, I am proposing some strategies for develop digital skills through public libraries, enabling policies and identifying the required skills using the community needs assessments, enhancing use of technology and services, high-speed internet access, websites, OPACs, and etc. The digital skills training and engaging higher education institutions with public libraries, it can exchange the knowledge, expertise, and special lectures, workshops to the marginal community or public library users or patrons. And the collaboration with the government or non-government organizations like IFLA and EFL, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundations. And also, I'm proposing advancing the library and information science education, which will it will enable the library professionals to keep relevant to the patrons' needs and digital needs, and the capacity building session for library professionals. And objective of the result of the second objective is thank you, sir. The cooperative efforts with the local governments and a particular emphasis on marginal communities ensure the equitable distribution of benefits of digital skills and development of information access. And the implications of this paper is, I found that enabling policies and financial stability is the major, I found the implications. And these strategies can help to a boom up the digital skills in marginal community all over the India. Thank you.
And Mr. Siddharth Mukherjee. Thank you, madam. Now everyone is improvised. Miss Kanchan Chaturvedi, please. Get ready, Miss Kanchan Chaturvedi. Absent. Then next presenter, Miss Nijam Sri Daimari and Dr. Mukesh Saikia. Saikia or Daimari, anyone is there? Okay, madam, proceed.
A very good morning to all of you. I am Reema Warik from NDLI and I work as a project officer there. So I'm here to present the paper Quality Assurance, a User-Centric Approach in Digital Library, which is co-authored by Anindo Mitra and my colleague and my senior colleague, Mr. Siddharth Mukherjee. I will initiate the presentation by providing a small introduction to quality assurance. So by now some of you know that NDLI, or rather many of you know that NDLI hosts more than 100 million content. So it becomes very challenging for us to maintain such a huge quantity with quality. But sustainability, as we all know, that sustainability can be retained by accurate data. So by analyzing the user feedbacks in the workshop like these and symposiums like these, from many other authentic sources and user feedbacks, we keep a record of this and we analyze that, we realize that there is a need of quality assurance. So in 2021, we introduced the concept of quality assurance. So in terms of definition, quality assurance is nothing but a critical component to ensure that digital services provided are of high quality and are accurate in NDLI. And most above all, it meets the needs of our users. As NDLI, a data source goes through many processes. We have many teams involved in NDLI, such as the acquisition team, the curation team, and the production teams, which involves system and IT. System and IT, some of the key aspects of quality assurance in NDLI involves monitoring data curation, maintaining the metadata quality, which is the of foremost importance. Then content accuracy, user experience testing, so security and data integrity, where authorization of each and every digital content is maintained. Compliance and standards and documentation and training is also given to the users of NDLI So in short, I will explain the workflow of quality assurance, which is in NDLI we not only curate the data provided to us from our other sources, but we also collaborate with the data sources, such as in terms of data transfer to maintain the richness of the data. Also transferring data clue, and we also acquire, while this collaboration happens, we acquire some data clues. The curation quality assurance team acquires some data clues, such as the type of resources, how it should be acquired, whether the source is for specific audience or not. Then these data clues are transferred to the curation team so that their curation process initiate more authentically and can benefit maximum to the users. For example, a source which is of schoolgirls, which is related to schoolgirls, must have contain easy keywords which can be easily searched by the schoolgirls who are the NDLI consumers. Then the curation team provide the curated data for QA analysis. So here also the data is again thoroughly checked by the QA teams, where here the curated content is checked by us, and earlier the raw data was checked by the QA team. Now this process, that is thorough analysis of curated data, is repeated till QA team gives a go to information, till the authentic data is provided which meets the standards of NDLI, and then at last the data is is ready for live. Now while doing this quality assurance, we face many challenges, like maintaining such huge volume of data is a tough task, where no fixed formulas can be followed, sir, and we have to change the process of assurance each and every time. And it also contains many multilingual contents as we all know that India is rich in many languages, so to curate the content according to each language takes much time. So we also have limited resources in terms of, as we are all hit by pandemic, but at that time NDLI was the only platform which provided online learning platform 24/7 because of our NDLI staff who contributed their time and everything to make this possible, even sitting at their homes. Now, staff education, ensuring that all staff members involved in the curation are well trained, is also some of it are responsibility of a QA team. Legal and ethical compliance is also a big issue, sir, which is also continuously met by communicating with the data source providers. Then content recuration. Here the complication is much more, because every second the data is getting updated. So we have to keep and watch and collect those data and information to incorporate and integrate and maintain the up-to-dateness of NDLI. So we also have some future information and responsibilities. that we are trying to implement to improve the QA, and such as implementing AI in recognizing user feedbacks and then collecting some patterns to curate the data more authentically, and so that we can benefit maximum to the users. And with this, I conclude my presentations, and I make a small request to all the members who are in some way related to data source to incorporate quality assurance check in their way, so that we can provide digital libraries and in a way that is reliable and authentic. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. How many people are there? I mean, presenter are there. I just want to know. Javed Ahmad Qureshi is there? No. Then what is this? Nijam Sri? Not there. Next is Prashant MP. Is there? Okay, who else? Saloni Chaudhary? Okay, 2. Yeah, last 2. Jati. Another is Digvijay Das. Digvijay Das is there? Only 2. Next, Saumik Kerketa. Okay, 3. Jyoti Baval. Okay, 4. So we'll distribute the time accordingly. Okay. So how much time will give, sir? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. As per organizers.
Good afternoon,
Okay,
respected chair and respected professionals. My topic is a study on the impact of digital learning and MOOC courses on educational employment prospects in rural Kerala. Background of this study is every year in my college admitted around 750 students for UG and PG. For the library orientation purpose, interacting with the awareness about the MOOC courses and NDLI access. Most of the students not aware of these facilities. As part of our college is Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, supporting 5 panchayats and 1 municipal corporation in Kerala. We conducted a study in the higher secondary schools and public libraries in that area. Majority of the respondents from adopted 4 villages are not aware of these facilities. Based on this learning, first phase, a structured orientation was planned in the selected villages through higher secondary schools and public libraries, which are the cluster points for this orientation and training program, about digital literacy and how to affect improvements academic and employability. In the second phase, selected volunteers will conduct hands-on training sessions through our college digital library lab. In India's higher education, NEP emphasizes integration of technology into education at all levels. The development of digital literacy is a vital part of basic education. Objectives of this study: to investigate how digital literacy empowers individuals to access information, improve communication, and enhance problem-solving skills using modern digital tools and platforms. To examine the impact of digital literacy on cybersecurity awareness and prevention of online frauds. To assess the influence of massive open online course MOOC platforms like Swayam, NPTEL, and ePathshala, along with other online services in facilitating lifelong learning and knowledge upgradation. For this purpose, using survey method, the literature review part. Findings of the study: demographics, 64% of respondents were in the age group of 15 to 20 years. Library usage: 2/3 of participants do not frequent public libraries indicating potential shift towards digital platforms or other mediums for information and learning. Digital learning awareness. 62% of the respondents are aware of digital learning, suggesting a positive trend towards the adoption of online education tools and platforms in India. However, only 32% are aware of used platforms like the National Digital Library of India, and only 24% of the respondents are aware the NPTEL Swayam courses. This indicates that while the trend towards the digital learning is positive, specific platforms may need to increase their outreach and visibility. Motivations. Among the respondents who are familiar with NPTEL Swayam courses, knowledge enhancement and certification emerge as the top reasons for joining these courses, indicating a value for learning and tangible benefits like certificates. Recommendations. Increase awareness of specific digital learning resources like NDLI and Swayam among young students through social media campaigns and campus outreach. Promote public library membership and services related to digital literacy and e-resources. Consider partnership with the schools and colleges. Conduct user studies to understand barriers to the adoption of digital learning platforms and tailor offerings to meet learner needs. Conclusion. The survey provides useful benchmark data on the state of digital learning and library usage among predominantly young students. Targeted outreach and customer-centric service could help national initiatives like NDLI and Swayam realize their full potential. While digital learning awareness is growing among younger generation in India, there is still a vast potential for platforms to improve their visibility and outreach. It is crucial for educational platforms to add the specific needs and motivations of learners to ensure widespread adoption and utilization. In order to exploit fully the potentials of digital literacy, it is crucial to integrate increased awareness, the advancement of these platforms, the role of library services and the customization of products to establish comprehensive and supportive digital learning ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next presenter, Saloni Chaudhary, Ms. Priya Tiwari, Mr. Devasis Maji and Mr. Ayush Kumar Pette.
Hello, good morning everyone. I am Saloni Chaudhary, a research scholar at Banaras Hindu University, and I am here to present before you.
So you have 5 minutes, okay? Please.
Okay. Participation of libraries in the effective implementation of Digital India initiative. So I'll just start with the introduction where what Digital India initiative is and why is it important. As we all know, Government of India in 2015 launched Digital India campaign to build a nation where technology enables access to better services for education, healthcare and agriculture, and through transparency and accountability in their governance. As we all know, Digital India initiative has 3 core areas where it works on digital infrastructure, governance and service, and empowerment of citizens through digital services. So why is it important? So I think due to the globalization, it becomes important for India to keep up the pace with the coming new emerging technologies. And as India is an emerging economy, I think India needs to be more sustainable and digitally empowered. And lastly, to transform the Indian talent with the integration of information technology to have a knowledgeable future, we need to accelerate the Digital India campaign. So the objective of my study is to provide a summary of the ongoing schemes regarding Digital India and later on the potential issues that are being faced during the implementation. And lastly, to advocate the integration of libraries to impart digital media literacy for the successful implementation of these initiatives. So the Digital India initiatives has launched various schemes to make their schemes successful and to fulfill the objectives of these three core areas: digital infrastructure and digital empowerment. The few of the important schemes related to the educational sector only are national digital education architecture, PM Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan, common service centers that are being established with the collaboration of Tata and other NASCOM like companies, and PM eVidya, National Digital Literacy Mission. And apart from these governmental initiatives, the non-governmental organization like Digital Empowerment Foundation is also working for the benefits of the underprivileged communities like Gyanpedia, Help Women Get Online, Internet Sathi, Community Information Resource Center is their flagship program, and Samarth Suchnapreneurs. Further, the initiatives in the higher education sector are very well known like Swayam Prabha, Gyan Darshan, Consortium Education Communication, and these are done in collaboration with the IGNOU, National Digital Library of India, FOSAI project that is by IIT Bombay, National Academic Depository, where the UGC acts as the implementing agency and has 24/7 verification and authentication of your degrees and all that. IIT Bombay spoken tutorials and virtual labs to get hand-on practices about what they learn online. So we have so many, despite these significant policies and initiatives, there is a gap between the actual initiatives intention and their implementation and full accomplishment. So the challenges that I have encountered here are we all know, it's not working.
Yeah, it's working.
Like we all know, the pandemic has compelled us to move to the internet and use it for various activities. So it has also widened the digital gap between the offline and online users. Apart from this, when we get online, we have so much of data flowing. Another problem that we encounter is the misinformation and disinformation. That is very critical for the citizens to learn. And there is a index, that is a inclusive internet index. In that index, we have seen that there are many
Please conclude within 2 minutes, okay?
Okay,
Another
I'll
2
conclude
minutes.
it in 2 minutes. So we have many challenges, but we can broadly categorize them into infrastructural challenges and socio-economical challenges. Infrastructural challenges we have like usage, literacy skills, and accessibility problems. Though affordability is not a problem here because of these cheap data plans, other problems like limited resource and training. We have other cognitive biases like personal trust issues and security issues that we have. We don't have much done about these things also. And lastly, the readiness, that is actually really main concern. We all have, consider we all have afforded and we have access to these digital devices and digital content. But the main problem is we have to use it properly. The main thing is that. So the readiness index and the literacy, the usage is very low. That is 70th in the rank in this index. So we need to work in that direction only, and that is where I'll conclude my presentation with library advocacy. So as we all know, libraries have a very good perception among our society. So we can leverage this perception of the libraries to empower the citizens and empower the citizens with digital media literacy and provide them with a safe environment where they can have a lifelong learning through various government supports, and they can create content in collaboration with other organizations also. And we have many public libraries in foreign countries, the Public Library Toronto, they have maker space kind of thing. So we can also provide them with the maker space kind of thing where they can have generate new ideas. They will have a safe space to speak out loud, and where they can nurture their new ideas, and it will be very helpful for the implementation of it. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Next. Digbijay Das is there? I think not there. So next is Mr. Saumik Kerketa, Ms. Mandrita Mukhopadhyay.
Good morning to everyone. My research topic is text analysis in Koha OPAC, designing a prototype. Nowadays, we know about how digital can replacing physical. Our main concept of this research topic is how a full text corpus visually represent of text analysis and how is it reflect in library OPAC.
Skip it.
Here we attempt in integration of Koha with open source text analysis or data visualization server named Voyant, which can enrich the user experience and also evaluate the information retrieval system to the users. Here we integrate Voyant with Koha. This Voyant is an open source web-based text reading and analysis environment. Now we integrate to the Voyant tool in the Koha OPAC tab. This is also a JavaScript based approach, and we can modify in OPAC system preference. Now, this is here the use of data entry rules here. Here in tag to 856 and subfield U, here we in first occurrence we can enter the full text location, and in the second occurrence of tag 256 subfield U, we can put here enter the text analysis URL. Because of the 856 tag 856 tag is repeatable. Here is our some scripting part. We can show here the Gandhi Heritage Portal integration here. It is also a modular approach. Now is we are come to the framework design for text analysis. We are followed unique corpus ID creation from of a URL. In there, in Koha end, we need to create a text analysis tab here. Here is the OPAC. Here we see new tab here. One is book reader and another is text analysis tab. Which is followed by the first occurrence of 856 tag and and Voyant is in second occurrence of 856 tab. Now we come to the result part. After the successful implementation of Koha OPAC with two new tab, book reader and text analysis. Here is a OPAC where a book we can show. The name is The God of India. God of India. In the book reader tab, we can see this book, and we can easily flip any pages of this book. We can move another page to one page to another page, and this is our text analysis tab, which can work. Here this book, The Gods of India. Here the text analysis part is here, which can show the links of visualization tool, where the word of this Vishnu, God, Hindu, India. This is the major occurrences. Words are here in this text, which can reflect in the in this particular given text of this book. Thank you.
Thank you.
One. Terms.
This one. Voice where?
One, two. One. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Jyoti Bhavan, please.
Jyoti Bhaval. Unlocking
Dr.
imagination.
Jyoti Bhaval.
Unlocking imagination.
Good afternoon all. And first of all, I want to thank the organizing committee for rescheduling our presentation.
Rescheduled. Madam's paper is rescheduled. It was yesterday.
Yesterday, yes. Thank you very much for that. Myself, I'm Dr. Jyoti Bhabal, Associate Professor at SNDT Women's University, Mumbai. And my co-author is Ms. Neelam Rajan Chavan, who is librarian at Guru Nanak Khalsa College, Mumbai. Actually, for recent years, we have been talking for digital libraries and its content development and lot of features and facilities for readers. But we are all talking about for the 18 plus readers. No one is paying much attention to the lower group, which is the children group. So we were having that curiosity, what we can have for children. And if you see the history part, since 1990s, the e-content started developing for children in the form of websites, e-books, mobile apps and all. And since 1920s, we are seeing the different advanced features on that, where augmented realities, virtual realities, AI and personalization is also involved now for the digital content which is read by the children. That is children's fiction, children literature, that is poems, storybooks, comics and so on. And it is still exploring. So with that we started to explore more, see what is happening for the children in a digital world. So our objective of the study was to identify popular digital libraries available for children's literature and then to evaluate its content. And here we have selected few digital libraries. And the third, we wanted to examine what school librarians are doing in this. So whether they liked it, how they are using it. Our research methodology was, it's like a mixed bag where major focus on content analysis, but we also have done a small survey with the school librarians. And we use the evaluation criteria to evaluate the content of the digital libraries offering children literature. And random sampling method was used. We also have discussion with the school librarians all over India. If you see the analysis, we check the scope, coverage, the currency, the content, safety measures, functionality, interactivity, and the other special features that are offered on the digital libraries platform. And we found that here the first 5, the magic box stood first in the rank, whereas ICDL, that is the International Children's Digital Library, and then Epic stood second, Storyweaver, Free Creates a Book, Literary Cloud, they were the first 5. So about 15 sites we identified and studied. Other objectives in this content part, we also found out that some special things offered, like ICDL is offering how to use the library, and they also have the teachers training manuals. Skyberry is also having real world video strips. So other than fantasy thing, something real is happening over there. Then Storyberry, Storynori, they also have audio stories and history and interview section, which connects children to the real world. Because children fiction is more about imagination and fantasy things, but here they are also connecting children to the real world. And they also have a story writing competitions where young mind can start writing and they would be a young authors, and it is actually started. Other features like poems, songs, rhymes, comics, interactive games, songs, news, activity and craft, some animations, all these were very fascinating content available in the digital libraries. If we see the what other the personalizations are available, more or less here we found that many libraries are offering children to save their reading in the form of bookshelf, or they can create their profile where they can have list of what they have read. Also, Epic is also giving parents a facility to create a task for the further reading for their children, and they can mark, plus Magic Box allow them to take the printout of what they have read, so just to have a history about it. Then coming to the third objectives, where what librarians are doing with the digital platforms that are offering digital literature for children. So we found that about 83% were happy about the content available. And in the content evaluation, we found that Magic Box is the topmost, but in reality, we found that librarians are more into Epic and ICDL, which was most popularly used by the school librarians. And these demos were given on sometimes daily or weekly basis in their school libraries. We asked them to, for what purpose they are using digital libraries, offering digital children's literature. So we found that librarians are using it mostly for suggesting children what to read. Then about more than 50% we found that they are organizing different activities based on online children books available. So in the library they are having some activity based on that. Plus they also arrange storytelling session, so they know what story to tell them. And very smartly, we found that 25% are going through browsing the digital libraries, and then they are noting down what are the titles, award-winning titles that can be collected in our library, and then they try to purchase it in a print. So 83% were happy librarians, and they found that short stories, non-fiction books, that is the most read thing, but translated books are also referred. So summarize what librarians were thinking about this whole situation, plus point and negative points. Plus point is that they were happy that freely children can read on any devices worldwide, top class classic literature available to them, and they can have some critical thinking skills, they can improve reading strategies, we can save papers, but at the same time they are also worried about the negative impact, where children are glued with the screen, so definitely they have the problem with the eye strain and less physical activities, so that need to be taken care of. And they also found that writing skill and imagination skills are deteriorating because of the multimedia platform. When we read print, it is that we have to start imagining the things in mind, whereas when we see all the audio and visual in front of us, our imagination goes down. And short attention span because of the digital content. By summing up, we also found that since this is done, someone can do some research on these platforms, like children's perspective on digital libraries. The children's survey can be done. Digital reading habits can be found out. Publishers' policies can be found out, what next they are going to have. And also we can have scope for the Indian children literature in the digital library. We have Panchatantra and other moral stories. So concluding is like, we can't stop the students or young children to read online or use the different devices, digital devices, but then we have to have a balance where we can hybrid reading habit can be developed. And since this symposium is for NDL thing, so I also expect that NDL will have more inputs on children level, children books, where Indian stories would be more for us. Thank you.
Also screened one.
Thank you.
Next is Nirupam Biswas. Mr. Nirupam Biswas, please.
Good afternoon all. My name, thanks sir. My name Nirupam Biswas I am working at NDLI, and my paper is NDLI's Idea Services, Challenges and Future Roadmaps, a case study. And my co-author are Dr. Somrat Goharai, Assistant Librarian, Central Library, IIT Kharagpur, Dr. B. Sutradhar, Librarian, Central Library, IIT Kharagpur, and Professor Uma Kanjilar, Professor and Head, DLIS, IGNOU. So, next. So, here is the some short description of about NDLI. National Digital Library of India is a project initiated by Ministry of Education, Government of India, and the primary objective of NDLI is facilitate digital accessibility to wide range of academic and educational resources. And presently NDLI stand for the largest digital learning repository of India, and presently it hosted more than 10 billion contents. This is this is about our idea services provided by NDLI. This is categorized mostly into two broad categories. One is hosting service and another is tech support service. Hosting service for those institutions which have not trained IT resources, and those are not bearing the server budget and all the things, then they can these institutions are provided by help provided by NDLI through hosting their repository in NDLI. And after the tech support, it is for those institutions have idea and they needed some help to any related idea related issues, and this is provided by the NDLI. Next. This is the idea hosting services which 10 institutes are provided by the NDLI. This is the hosted in NDLI server. And previous one. Here is the URL and total number of count are given. Next one. Next slide, please. Here is the objective of the study. It is examine the ascertain and problem encountered in the providing the tech support and idea hosting services. The investigates the concern and challenges encountered in the context of idea tech support services with a specific focus on the real world scenario and the with the technical difficulties. Next. This is the methodology for this study. It is based on my personal experience in NDLI working with idea support team, and okay. Go to the next one. This is the some step for idea integration with NDLI. So for the time shortage, I skip this one. Next. This is the analysis part. Here is the all institutions which are associated with NDLI. Total till date, total 155 institutes are associated with NDLI. Next one. This is the proportion of idea integration institutions. Mostly here is the state and central universities, and IITs are there. Total 16 IITs are presently integrated with NDLI, and other 7 is ongoing process. It will be take some times to integrate with NDLI, and other institutions like IIM, NIT is also included in NDLI. Next one. This is the tech support service provided by NDLI. Highest bar showing the how many time NDLI provide the idea services to the institutions, and several bars they are like new installations of displays and ongoing idea recurations are also continuation process. Next This is the challenges for my experiences, personal experiences. Here mainly common sample type of experience I taken, that is HTTP error. This happening for Tomcat is not running properly, and the other one is a system crash. This is the new system preparation, preparation for the data restoration, and internal system error, database, PostgreSQL database and OAI issues are also there. Next one. This is the future roadmap. The in this process, I find out the three-dimensional modeling software for the next for the inclusion of IDEA inclusion in NDLI. That is a like software like the 3ds Max, StacksUp, etc. Next. This is the conclusion part. The present study has identified a number of obstacles in the support of IDEA service provided of the implementation of IDEA across multiple institutions. This study process significant support service aspect of administrative or digital repositories. Indian academic and research communities can maximize the advantage of the significant digital repositories and enhance accessibility. It is crucial to recognize the execute strategies and address the other obstacles. Thank you.
Now I request our chair, co-chair and rapporteur, please come on to the dais.
I would like
So,
to request the listeners here in the audience to raise any issues regarding the papers. If they have any doubts, clarifications or suggestions to improve their papers, kindly come forward and suggest them.
So at least 4 to 5 questions we can take in this, so that it will be a little bit interaction session, and we'll enjoy.
Any clarification?
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Nothing.
Any
Sir, how many
questions,
papers are
please?
there? How many papers have been presented? Seven papers, as per rapporteur's report, 7 papers have been presented, and none of them has intrigued any questions from the audience. Any interaction, anything, at least suggest some measures, no? No. So, now we should take some responsibility in this regard. So far as I found that Mr. Boira Baina Lachaya, sir, may I suggest a bit, if you don't mind, just at the beginning you had tried to compare 1984 as well as 2022 manifesto. If you see the terms you have, on the basis of which you have raised your objectives, there itself creativeness in both the places. Just simply distinction of some words, I mean same concept, they have put it in different words. So you cannot that way segregate that, and based on which you have raised your objectives. So I find you have to rethink a bit about segregation, whether conceptually both are different or not. Almost in the same issues. That's why please look into it. And next paper is Mr. Rima Barik Praharaj, Siddharth Mukherjee and Anindya Mitra, who has presented that paper. Madam has presented. You had presented it nicely. What I wanted to tell that so many aspects are there. See, first you have to streamline then. And you had put your, what I say, flow chart. But while analyzing the flow chart, you first tell that how you have arrived that, why the next step has been taken. There should be some way to decide that why that is the only steps. So no other steps could be possible. Next presenter was Prashant is there. Prashant sir is there? Yes. Sir, one thing I'll tell you that suggestions and all these things, public libraries role and so many things you have described in your paper, but please be specific that in what way public library could be, I mean you have told that digital library, from that you have raised objectives, that impact of it, but when you are analyzing demographic aspects, say for example the age-wise analysis, that is picked by you only, not that library has decided that. So it cannot come to your, I mean analysis part or result part, because it is depend on you that how you have selected your sample. So that is what I understood. Saloni madam, please look into your presentation, especially as you are reading it, there were two objectives so far I found, but you have written objective, not objectives. And otherwise your paper was nice, but when you are presenting a theoretical paper, conceptually when you are telling it, first decide that where to put your thrust. Then only you can invigorate some question among the audience. That's why we are sorry to say that though there were some content in these papers, they failed to raise some inquisitiveness among audience because of you have not put the proper thrust in your paper. Thanks for your presentation, however, nicely you have presented. And last of all, what 856 paper, who has presented? Yes, you. 856 from that paper, if by any chance that field is missing for OPEC, you have raised the generalized that from OPEC you are coming there, then what to do? At least a few words you should have uttered there, that when text were not available, if Ram were not born, how could you write the Ramayana? That you have to tell in some way. And sorry, Jyoti madam, very excellently she has presented her paper. I really, I don't know why it has failed to raise some inquisitiveness among you. I found that one of the very nice pertinent points she had put that it reduces the power of imagination among children. That is one of the very great thing. Whatever positive aspects of being digital it may be, but definitely it reduces the power of imagination. That is one of the very basic challenge we are facing at this moment. Thank you, madam, for your presentation. And Nirupam Biswas, again I am telling you that you have focused on challenges and you have scattered your time in analyzing some other aspect. So be specific. Thank you all for your nice presentation. And
Thank you, sir. Yes, Bibhuti.
No, actually all the papers they have present nicely because of the paucity of time. Sir has already told, so I have nothing to tell. Only thing is that like whenever we are talking about this digital library and all, I mean the presentations like they are giving the, you have to give the differences and how things have been changed over a period of time, like developing the digital skill and all. Then about Koha and all, so they have also tried new things. So all are welcome. In fact,
Biswajit, something if you wanted
in
to.
fact, this child, yeah, he wants to say something. Please.
Continue.
No, ठीक है. I have already completed.
Actually, I'd like to mention one paper, Unlocking Imagination, Children's Literature in the Digital Libraries by Dr. Jyoti Hawal. It was a very nice paper. She mentioned that there should be some synergy, some balance between digital media plus print media, okay, in case of the children. Her title is Unlocking Imagination, but he mentioned there, she mentioned that this digital environment is decreasing the imagination power of the children. But she nicely mentioned in the conclusion that if we balance between this print and digital media, okay, and if the guardian be careful about this, so in that case, there should not be any problem, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for nice comments by and summarizing for all the papers one by one by Chairman Sir, Co-Chair and Rapporteur. Give a big hands to Sir. Now I request all the presenters to be here. So it's time to hand over a memento to you for your mammoth task, whatever you have done, for writing with a short time. Because it was only 1.5 months time was there. So writing a paper with the shortest time is a real challenging task, so far I feel. So I request all of you to be here.
In the meantime, we would like to sincerely thank our organizer for allowing us the opportunity on behalf of our members. Here we really show our gratitude to the authority of IIT Kharagpur, those who have allowed us this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
So we are fortunately have such excellent panel here for commenting the papers on each and every aspects, and also sir, for your valuable time you have spent, and we are really very much thankful to all of you. Thank you, sir. Please come here one by one. I request sir, both of chair, co-chair and rapporteur be here in the front side and hand over a memento to one by one. Next, Vibhuti. Give a big hands to. Okay. Yes, sir. Please come. Niche. Multi-dimensional. Multi-directional. Now again, sir, please come. Recycle. So Vibhuti, Babu. Biswajit Sahu. Now, sir. Nirupam. Good. So don't take twice. Thank you very much for your patience. Now it's time for lunch, and we will be assembled here at 2 o'clock.